Hello everyone, how's it going? Kermode here today with a bit of a different video for you guys. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Sonarworks Reference 4 Studio Edition with mic. Sonarworks was recently a sponsor on a few of my videos, and in exchange they gave me this with the promise of me doing an unbiased review. So although they have sponsored a few videos, please understand I'm giving you guys my honest opinion right now. So first and foremost, what is Sonarworks, what is Reference 4, and what is the Studio Edition with mic? So Sonarworks Reference 4 is a piece of software that will actually read how sound bounces around in your room, find out what sort of problems happen acoustically, and try to compensate for those problems. Let me actually show you. So I pulled up Sonarworks Reference 4, and what I can do is I've calibrated my art room studio. I can turn this on and it applies this EQ curve to my room to try and compensate. So clearly there's some major problems here that it tried to compensate for. Problems here, there's a lot of problems going on, and it's trying to compensate for those problems. Now the cool thing about this is it works as both a plugin and a system-wide piece of software that you can turn on. So you can turn it on in Ableton at the end of a master chain, or you can simply apply it to just your entire computer sound. So when you listen to Spotify, something like that, it can actually try and correct those problems. Now, why did I reach out to them? Why did I want something like this? Well, I recently moved, and I moved into a smaller apartment, and I am not used to my new studio. My old studio, which used to be a bedroom, sure had a lot of problems, but I was used to it after years and years. The second you go into a new room, it completely colors your sound, even if you've been using those speakers for several years like I have. So I wanted to get something that could flatten out my room because I was hearing big problems in the low mids, and I was just totally confused as to what I was hearing, and I was not achieving a good mix. So this is where Sonarworks 4 stepped in. Let me now jump into what the mic version is and the studio version is. So the mic version comes with this cool microphone right here. And how it works is you run the program the first time, and over the course of half an hour, 40 minutes, whatever it is, it'll get you to do all these really cool measurements where, you're holding this microphone at ear height and you're pointing it at this speaker, then you move. And it actually tells you where to move in the room completely based off this sound. It can read where it is, tell you how to aim it, where to point it, and it will continue to shoot out these big sine wave sweeps and monitor your room. It's actually really fun, really easy. It tells you everything to do. Feels like you're in a cool sci-fi movie holding something from Star Trek as it shoots out these bleeps and bloops. And then at the end, it will have read the problems in your room that easily. Now I do want to mention though, this and Sonarworks will not fix your problems. I've been using a very careful choice of wording that it compensates for your problems, and especially in a room like mine where there are a lot of problems, those problems aren't going away. It's not adding acoustic treatment. It's not changing the speaker placement. It's simply trying to correct for the problems that are already occurring. So first and foremost, you want a really good pair of speakers. You want a well-treated room, and you want to have placed things in the room as well as possible. Then, once you've done all that, this is where this is so useful. That being said though, even though I don't think it fixes the problem, it compensates for it, I still think it's a must have for any studio because it's really going to help you achieve that flat sound. At first, things sounded super bizarre to me. Things sounded super hollow, super weird, but it's because I had been used to listening to this new room so mid-rangey and disgusting. So when I used Sonarworks, it sounded like super bright and hollow to me. But after using it for a week or two, it's impossible for me to go back. Everything sounds terrible without it. I truly think this thing is a must-have for any studio. After you have speakers, after you've got treatment, you've set everything up, this is going to be the final touch that I think really makes your home studio that much more usable. Not only that, you can set up different settings for different rooms. So if you work at home and you also have a different studio you go to, you can calibrate them both and then apply different EQ curves to each, so you're ending up with a more flat sound no matter where you go. So it's kind of evening the playing field where you're used to hearing things very flat. Not only that, but this also comes with a headphone version where they've actually researched and figured out what sort of coloring and contour, EQ contour specific headphones have, and it will try and compensate and flatten it out for you there as well. So all in all, I don't really have much to say with this review because I didn't find many problems with it. Like, I understand that this thing isn't fixing, it's compensating for, trying to correct. So with that understanding, I think it makes a big difference. It's kind of like acoustic treatment. Just because you acoustically treat your room doesn't mean you're going to have a perfect room, but it'll certainly help. And I think this is one of those things. So if you guys are looking for an easy, very affordable way to upgrade your home studio, this definitely is a must buy in my opinion. Can't recommend it enough. So the software is Reference 4 by Sonarworks, and the version that comes with this mic is the Studio Edition with microphone. So I'm going to leave a link to this product in the description of this video. I just want to say thanks to Sonarworks for sponsoring the past few videos. They create an awesome product and they really help my studio situation. So I'm really grateful and I recommend you guys check it out. It's a good product. So thanks guys. My name is Kermode. This is my Sonarworks review. I definitely recommend it. I'll be back soon with another video. Peace.